Salutations, lovely, lovely beings. Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for being you. Today's reading comes at the time of Mercury retrograding. It'll be retrograding for the next 3 weeks. However, the message contained within this reading, this video, is timeless and can be used whenever it is applicable to your life and it comes to you. Today we are doing a mental, physical, and emotional past, present, and future reading. So let's begin with the mental past card from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Angel of Strength. So, we've been in a warrior mentality, needing a lot of strength, and that will continue. However, it will shift. It won't be a strength for survival. It will be more of a strength of example and thriving. And that will take place in the mental body of existence. And we're putting a lot more faith, less in earthly and more in the divine. So, personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action. And you're taking action on the truth that comes from your own intuition, not from external tellings. So you are showing this strength for your own behalf, and that will ripple out through to the people that you touch on a regular basis, or just on the one-off time. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. And make sure that you are perceiving the truth of your own power, because it did come out in reverse, which indicates that you're not receiving the truth of your own power and your own authenticity, your own purpose and gift. And perhaps you're even seeing yourself as weak or ineffectual. The situation you find yourself in may seem overwhelming, but you absolutely do have the strength to see it through to a successful outcome. And that comes through taking the time and having the conversation with the self, planning, journaling, doing the work. And it's not really work. It's like not work like W-O-R-K. It's work like W-E-R-K. Like work it, work yourself. Work it out, And that's the shift that is going to and needs to take place at this time. So don't fall into any old patterns of giving your power away. When you let others define you or make decisions on your behalf, you take yourself out of the picture of your own destiny creation. Meditate on the brilliant, vibrating light of this angel and recall the eternal power that surges through your life. It's time to take back your control. So, affirm with me now. Deep within me is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. I have all the power I need to achieve all that I want. So anytime that monkey mind comes up and it tries to take away your power and your strength and your true nature, your authenticity, we're returning to this. We're returning to this. We're returning to this. Keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. And ask for help from the divine. And trust your intuition. Don't listen to any external judgments or the internal itty bitty shitty committee. Okay? So, moving on. Right now we're going to do the physical present. And this is the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. Okay, let's try that again. Just one card, please. One card, please. Making it a point to shuffle these and pull cards on camera, because I was doing it off camera because it's just like physically easier to do. I'm at a kind of an awkward angle doing this. But doing it on camera, I think, is better because it shows those of you who are interested in pulling cards for yourself, it shows like an example of how to do it. And, there's no right or wrong way. It's just what feels good, what feels natural to you, It's a very feeling, personal thing. So, in the physical present, we're going through an Akashic Stargate, aligning with purpose. We're at a crossroads, so there's really truly no wrong path. It's just, what do you want? What do you want? I mean, the world is your oyster. You have all these beautiful options. And if you can, if you want to, if you are feeling inclined, you can even do all of them. I'm more that way, personally. I'm like, don't limit me, motherfuckers. Just get out of my way and let me do what I'm gonna do. That's why as you can see on my social media presence and everything, that I've got lots of things going on, because I am embracing the multidimensionalness of who I am and the gifts that I have to bring to the table for others, as a way shower. So this is also your calling to do the same. And we're really also like we're bringing this into the physical reality. This has been something that has been kind of in the mental area, but now we're bringing it to the physical reality. It is a new beginning. And, we always say new year, new you, but I scratch that out, okay? New beginning, new perspective, but truly, like, it's a coming home. It's a coming back to who you truly are. Your true strengths, your true purpose. And there is really no wrong path, because what is true to you is so unique and individual, and it's just a matter of what are you passionate about and what have you noticed that others in turn then respond to, and then just bring that forth. And if you need help diving into that, either myself or someone I can refer you to can, be a guide on that part of your journey. So, and I apologize if you can hear that. My phone is ringing. I'm sorry. I usually turn that off during these tapings. My bad. I am human. Oh, wait. Let's see. Before we get into this card right here, I want to read a little bit from that guy right there. So, alright, so a stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Einstein-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space and time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical three-dimensional level, but more about making progress on the spiritual. But at this time, we're bringing that progress that we've made on the spiritual through, all this recent work we've done in the last, year or two or so. We're bringing it more, it's starting to surface into the physical reality. So a feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a stargate in our heart that converts us with the central lattice of consciousness. And so in order to bring that spiritual to the physical, it's going back to, like, energetically and, like, focus-wise, going back to the heart, going back to the heart, going back to the heart. And we can feel it with the breath, through breath work and meditation work. There's lots of resources online. You can connect with a practitioner. But going back to that energetic heart space continually, that's how we're going to see that spiritual work and all that mental and everything that we've been through. We're going to bring that into the physical reality through that portal, the heart portal. So the Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. So visualize yourself at a crossroads. Tune into the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. Imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings you. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen and that you're designing and building all the while. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty, it's about living life and experiencing joy. Finding joy in everything. And it's not like a toxic positivity. We're not doing that because we're spiritually bypassing. We're still doing that shadow work all the while. But then we're alchemizing it and we're shifting it and we're bringing it into a space of joy. And that is really the big deal work that is happening right now, is shifting and then calibrating and projecting that out as joy into the world. So the next card we have is the emotional future space right here. So where are we going to and not control our emotions, but hold our emotions so that we can avoid getting in our own way at this time, because that happens. That's a thing. And the emotions tend to really, they kind of pull us. They're waves, they're water, and that's why we read the Messages of the Mermaids card by Karen K, is because, the emotions are waters and they can pull us, if we don't swim, if we don't sail, if we don't, adjust our direction, and make sure that we're moving with the waters and flowing with the surfing and enjoying the experience of this gigantic ocean that is the emotional waters of life. So let's pull one card at this time to finish up this reading, please. Just one card, please. Which one? Which one? Feeling this one. Okay. Ooh, so yes, contemplation. So anytime you are getting into the deep feels, the deep waters of feels, and you're starting to feel like you're drowning in them, move back into a more contemplation energy here. And that's really helpful with meditation and music. If you can't just sit right down into that, dance it out first, or bike it out, run it out, whatever physical activity that you enjoy doing, or puzzle, reading, whatever it is that will help bring you back to a place where you can get into the contemplation mode. And right now we're listening to root chakra healing music, letting go of worries, anxiety, and fears. Excuse me. And I've placed that in the chakra meditation music playlist on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get updates on my readings and also any music that I add to the playlist as resources for you. And it's just showing you rabbit holes that you can go down and find resources and things that work with you along your wellness and healing journey. So contemplation, meditation, not exactly going back into like a mental space, but contemplation from a heart, because she's kind of guarding her heart. She's not in like a mind. She's not like the thinker. She's not posed down like the thinker. She's more like in the heart right there, and it's like coming out through her eyes and face. And so that is where we need to be at this time, is in that heart space, and returning to it constantly and constantly returning to that heart space. What does the heart say that I truly want, I truly desire, that's truly helpful at this time, that will help this person, that will be the most rewarding, that will be the most giving, that will be the most loving. That's where we need to be right now, in that heart contemplation space. So contemplate your current situation and allow your thoughts and feelings to flow. Use your mind in conjunction with your heart and think things through before making decisions. And definitely use written tools. It could be art, it doesn't have to be words, but getting that out first before having the interactions or the conversations, those kinds of things will be extremely helpful. Not just helpful, but actually necessary at this time, before having conversations, making the big decisions. So enjoy time in contemplation. Use creativity to look at various outcomes and scenarios. The beauty of this is that it can be fun and a creative process, allowing you to imagine that you're experiencing the things that you're contemplating without doing anything in the physical reality. It's a bit like trying before you buy or commit. And that's really helpful with this Crossroads card. Just go there to that space where you're just, and block everything else out. It's no more. It's not right now, okay? This is all we're focusing on right now, all right? And using that angelic strength, the divine strength, and coming back to it, coming back to it, coming back to it, all right? The situation calls for you to think deeply, using your wisdom and imagination to arrive at wholesome solutions. Your feelings may be a bit confused right now, and you're prone to follow your heart, which is usually a good thing. This situation calls for you to use your mind in conjunction with your heart and think things through rationally before coming to any decisions, especially potentially life-changing ones. Contemplation is a type of meditation, only it entails engaging with your mind instead of trying to stop the thoughts. When you use your mind and heart wisdom in unison, it's possible to make major decisions in life, knowing you've covered all angles and explored several options and outcomes in the safety of your own imagination. Perhaps someone close to you is contemplating their future. Let them know the importance of staying in a positive state of mind when going through this process, as what we project can come into being. So it's wise to be mindful of this as you contemplate and play with the possibilities. Ooh, yes. Beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So I also want to share with you that peppermint oil can be extremely helpful at this time. It also goes really well with florals and citruses. It's a really good partner oil. But peppermint is a big, any mint, but peppermint especially. We're getting out of the sweet and we're going into more of a savory. So normally I would gravitate more towards a spearmint or a wintergreen, at this time. But peppermint is coming out more because it's a more spicy and savory mint. That's coming out right now. And then also hot drinks. Definitely drinking hot drinks. My favorite things I'll share with you right now for hot drinks are lemon balm tea. I like tea in general, herbal tea. I use medicinal teas on a regular basis, and they make a big difference, absolutely. Lemon balm tea is one of my very favorites. Lemon balm is actually in the mint family, and it's really wonderful for digestion. It helps to calm the peristalsis movements, the digestive movements of the digestive tract, and even them out. It also helps to reduce any inflammation that you may be experiencing from overindulging. Also, if you happen to have any autoimmune digestion issues, lemon balm tea is really wonderful for relaxing and calming any flare-ups. Lemon balm is an herb that binds to the endocannabinoid system, the ECS system. So if you are one that does not want to partake in cannabis, or if you want to break from cannabis, lemon balm is one of the herbs that will also affect the ECS system. There are other herbs out there such as lavender, echinacea, holy basil. Those are other herbs that you can partake in. The benefits, though, of cannabis is that cannabis is extremely sustainable. But make sure that if you are using cannabis in any medicinal way, that you are getting a very clean sourced product, because that is a herb that picks up on any toxicity in the area that it's in, that it grows in. And if you're using it as medicine, that would be negative. You don't want to introduce toxicity into your body. We want to take it out. And so that's actually why cannabis can be beneficial, is because it can help to pull out that toxicity. But lemon balm also is one of those herbs as well. So it's just not as sustainable. Just make sure that if you're using it, that you're using it thoughtfully, and that you are picking products and companies that are thoughtful and mindful. Traditional Medicinals is one of my favorite brands. In fact, I posted on social media that I love them, and they were so kind. They actually sent me 5 boxes for free. So this is actually one of those boxes that they sent me, just as a thank you for loving them. So that's how wonderful they are. They're just really kind, wonderful people, and all the philanthropy that they do is really great, and so I like to support them as a company. And then another hot drink that I like to use is the cacao mix reishi mushroom cacao hot drink. Reishi is a really excellent mushroom to use either in a hot drink or tea, or in capsule form. Reishi mushroom is also known as like the longevity mushroom. It helps with healthy aging. It helps with detoxing. It helps to support the liver, the lymphatic system. It helps to support the inflammation response. It helps to support the stress response. I mean, it's just an all-around really wonderful adaptogen. It's not really an herb, it's a mushroom. But we can mix it in with herbal medicine. So that's another one I like to share. And then this company, Four Sigmatic, they are fun guys. They are wonderful people, and always a joy to work with and interact with. And so they care a lot. They have sustainable products, and I like to support them as well. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. I appreciate you so much. And make sure that you are appreciating you too, okay? And just take it easy, okay? This seems like a lot, but it's not, okay? As long as you go easy and gentle with yourself, take it one step at a time, write it down, get it out of your head, get that energy out and in. to that physical reality, so that you can work with it, so that you can use it, so that you can evolve it into something that's really beautiful that comes from the heart. Okay? Alright. Thank you again. We'll see you next time. Namaste.